as you can see, my level Pile of Who Kai Zero G got deleted. Okay, I to really tell this story, we have to warp back a few years ago. And I had just gotten partner. I had just been to my first GDQ not too long after that. And I had this really, really hard level out. I had a whole series of levels out.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Maybe
Listeners,
maybe
we're
this is a
able to
year
help.
after
I hope a few poo
GDQ.
loves from chat would make you feel better. We're well aware that Nintendo is not people's company.
They're not the people's company. Okay, so to tell this story fully though, I think we have to go back. It was 2 or 3 years ago now, and I can't remember how long it was ago. I'm sure we can just like check the tape and figure it out. Nintendo deleted first. Okay, so they deleted one of my levels called Pile of Poo, Purgatory. Just one. I called Nintendo and I talked to them on the phone, on stream.
It doesn't look like we have a resolution for you.
Well,
Go ahead and forward this
yeah,
to
but
our knowledge team
yeah,
so that they can go ahead and investigate this for you.
I mean this is horrible. I just got every level deleted. All my levels. That's, you know how much work I put into those levels? My levels take like 20 hours to clear each. Like it's you took away like 100 hours of my life, which is silly cuz I play that much video games, but I do.
I understand you're frustrated, David, but right now there's nothing that we can there's no resolution as of why your Super Mario Maker level has been deleted.
I basically like made an appeal. And we talked to 2 people. They ended up being really, really nice, and I won my appeal. And they said I could put the level back up. Well, a couple, it'll go back up. A couple weeks go by and it doesn't go back up. And I call again. I'm like, hey, you told me I could get the level back up. Like, hey, what's going on with that? And they're like, well, we do want you to be able to put the level back up, but we have no way of actually making that happen. Okay, it's fine, whatever. Literally, like 2 days later, all of my levels get deleted. Every single level I have gets deleted, and I'm talking every level that's Pile of Poo. I had 4 levels that weren't named Pile of Poo. There was 2 that I made for my wife, and then there was one called Save the Yoshis. The one called Oop of Elip, which fair is Pile of Poo backwards, but come on, like, I mean, I think that would break any arbitrary line if it was the name of Poo, right? So this happens, and I call back again. I call Nintendo again. I talk to the same people that I talked to the first time, or the same dude. I end up getting in touch with him, and they go through this whole thing, and they call me back, and they're like, we can't put him back up. They shouldn't have come down. They said, he was like, they shouldn't have come down, but we can't put him back up. Like, these levels can't go back up. And that was where he left it. All right, fast forward to GDQ. This next year, me and Chronic and I Eat Your Pie are sat down to talk about from a person at Nintendo. I don't want to say their name. He sits me down and he tells me how my levels got deleted. He said they got mass reported the same night that the levels switched from like being like human reviewed to peer reviewed. And that was that. And he was like, we have no problem with the name Pooh. Just wanted to clear that up for you. Like, that's fine. And to that extent, like, my Nintendo Network ID has been that for years. And like the Pile of Pooh series did get re-uploaded. I ended up re-uploading them myself, the Pile of Pooh series, not too long after that conversation. And those levels there's been up on Mario Maker 1 to this day. And they've deleted plenty of levels in Mario Maker 1 over the years, you know what I mean? And they've kept those levels up specifically, as a point that it was there was nothing wrong with it, I don't make levels with glitches. I've never made a level with a glitch in it, in Mario Maker. Not that I've never, participated in glitching. I love glitching as much as the next guy. Yeah, so so fast forward to, nothing goes on for years. Like, my levels are just up and I'm like any other normal creator, and I get my full coins on Mario Maker and could have uploaded 100 levels if I wanted. fast forward to this morning, and I get an email from Nintendo. First, I get a tweet actually from someone who was like playing my level, and they were like, "Hey, did you delete your level, or did something happen to it? It's not up anymore."
Nintendo is just salty. They don't know where your name came from.
I don't know. It just was deleted. So people tweeted at me that my level got deleted, and so I tweeted out like, come on. I just tweeted out that I'm sad, and I am sad. I'm sad. It's just this level that got deleted. So I am sad that it got deleted, and it blew up a little bit more than I thought it was going to blow up. Like, I thought it'd get some traction. Like, the Nintendo community would obviously be annoyed because it happened to me again, and we've already went through this conversation about, here's the thing. Like, I want people to know I'm not like. If it is because it's named Pile of Poo, if that does, even though Nintendo's told me it's not because of that, like if that's what it is, I have no problem changing the name of a series of my levels. Like it does not bother me at all. Like I will change it to Happy Time, whatever. Like that'll be my new series name. I don't care. I will change it. I will let the people vote on what we call it from then on. I don't care. I don't want anyone to think that like that's important to me at all. If that is the case, that just is what it is. I personally think it's just another issue of mass reporting. That's really what I think. It's just like a mass reporting issue. And the reason this level would be subjected to it, not my other levels, is because this level has a lot less plays. It probably has a lot more boos because it's a Kaizo level, like things like that. And that's just what I think. I think it's just a mass reporting incident. And those things happen. And if that's all it is, like, that's fine. I think that it shows a flaw in the system if that can happen. And it's not about me, whatever. Like, I don't care. It's a level at the end of the day. I've already had this happen to me. I'm pretty okay with it. Enough people played it and I got to enjoy watching them play it that I'm okay with it at this point. But there's going to be people out there that are, making really good stuff and maybe not getting enough traction out of there in the community and like upset the wrong kid, and they can just mass report them.
They do one thing right and then 5 things wrong. It's impossible to be net positive.
It's impossible. Yes, that's kind of that is kind of how I feel about them sometimes. But I think it is just more that if this is just a mass reporting incident, which that's personally what I think it is. I don't think there's any ill will. I don't feel like there's a weird conspiracy against me. Although like a little part of me does, but not like a real like legitimate like the sane part of me is like, no, that's not true. I hope that if this is the case of mass reporting, I hope there is a way to, make sure this doesn't happen for smaller creators of levels out there that maybe aren't going to have a Kotaku article and a Polygon article, and you know what I mean, and all these people basically coming to bat for me. I think that, and that's where I stand on it. I'm not mad. I'm not like not wanting to play the game. I'm sad, but I'm not like not gonna play the game. Like I love the game. It's the best game of all time. Yeah, like a review. It's exactly like a review bomb on Steam. I mean, you can just do it, but it might not even be that. It might just be like, who knows? Maybe they told me a couple years ago they were cool with Pile of Poo, and maybe they changed their mind and didn't let me know. I don't know. I wouldn't think that's it. Another reason I think it's mass reporting is because I had my grid picture. Remember my grid picture from the 24-hour stream that got mass reported, and one of those pictures got taken down too, which is weird. Like I'm not shit, man. Like. I'm not shit. Like I'm just, I don't know. I'm just like a nice guy trying to play some Mario with everyone else. I don't know. Sorry. Whoever, if you're out there and you mass reported my level and my Instagram photo, I'm sorry for whatever I did to you. I definitely did not intentionally mean to hurt you in any way. I'm sorry if there's just something we have like a philosophical disagreement on, and that's okay. You can do that. Still enjoy content and not mass report their things. If that's the case, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I'm not gonna call. I thought about it. I was like, well, do I call Nintendo today? And I'm not gonna call. They know about it. Like I know Nintendo knows about it. There's no way people at Nintendo didn't wake up and see the 52. Like people jumped on it. I could not believe how big a deal it got real quick. Like that was That was weird. I was like, that made me feel a little uncomfortable because that was just like, whoa. I mean, it's just a level. But I mean, it was cool. I was really nice. Like a lot of people reached out to me instead of just like writing an article. They reached out to me and asked me questions, which I thought was really nice. I tried to give them all answers. So gonna hear an apology from Doug Bowser himself. Dude, I just want to. Here's the ultimate thing about it. Like once you get to the end of this, the ultimate thing about it is I love Nintendo. They're inked on my body. Like I love Nintendo. And I love the games they make, and I love the IPs they have, and I love the gameplay they've provided me and the memories they've given me over the years. And it just hurts so much. It hurts that it feels like they just don't love me back at all. Not that they need to, not that they should. They're under no obligation to love me back. It just hurts. It just hurts.